When it comes to my dream town, what kind of dream town it is? It have a huge skyscrapers all around, twin towers. Then there is these are from New York, Shanghai, Dubai, Hong Kong, Macau, Kuala Lumpur, and where else? Perhaps some also to Paris, Los Angeles, Tokyo, Sydney, Brisbane, and the Sulphur, and a lot of other towns were very big, like Guangxi, Shenzhen. Would have some massive buildings and massive building collapse and environmental destruction. But anyway, when it comes here, it's all right to buy the tower like this. You have those rings and all that. Then the Tiananmen Tower, like in the Toronto here, it was the biggest tower in the town. The Twin Towers, London, I've used. But then there's an Indian tiles, perhaps the Islamic tile, like a Cairo, Tehran, Riyadh, and the Dubai absolutely too. Also, perhaps the Qatar two towns there, and so on. Doha have the typical this, the very big court, and then the Mecca will be remasqueraded, the very huge Muslim building, but very challenging. So other towns, when this might be here, I call Shanghai. Here is a very small mark of the calling it. This place is the town. Just have the buildings. This time matter. Everything is matter. So in this kind of building, we'll have over 1 kilometer, 1 miles to buildings. The second here will have just 100, some 400, 500 feet tall buildings, and will be temporary because it will be exposed like a Tokyo more time. Then it's some small down in the South Africa like a Durban. Not that huge buildings overall. So this is pretty much, and then if it just love the more statistic, then it just go. So 1 year I'm gonna sometimes perhaps accomplish this. I love the South Olympics coverage because there's too much have to be using those Northern European countries or North there. There is not much in the Winter Olympics winner, so it always Athens and medal table. Italy, China, Greece, France, United States, Germany, Japan, and there is 64 countries take part, and there's something like, oh man, one of like every Olympic Games year. So there was 151 winners to different events the first Olympic Games year, or at the second Olympic Games, 1988, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now it will have much more events. There will be much and so there was much more winners, and this kind of very much take a lot of time. If you are really poor as Santa like in this kind of everything is possible, and this very much it's like a crossword, but this is more individualist way to fill out some gaps with some random things and having some analogy, and more importantly perhaps having some logic there behind the fact what it means, something that is